Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie, and this is Catherine the 19th. Today is a very exciting day because I'm filming my first ever Q&A. Recently on Twitter, Instagram, and in my previous video, I asked all of you guys to send me in your questions to answer in a video for the first time. I was so impressed with all of the awesome questions that I got and all of the really cool people who introduced themselves in the comments of my video. As always, I love to get to know you guys, so even if you've been watching my videos for a while and haven't commented before, or if you're new, introduce yourself in the comments below so that I can get to know you and say hi. So thank you so much to everybody who introduced themselves and sent me in questions. I'm really excited to answer them for you. Before we jump into the questions, I thought I'd just give myself a brief introduction in case you're new here because we did recently have a bunch of new friends join the K19 crew, so I want you all to know what I'm about. So my name is Katie. I am currently a full-time student living in Canada. I'm studying English with a specialization in digital media studies, so really my degree is more like media and communications than it is literature, but with the school I go to, we call it English. It's all in the English department. I love making videos and taking photos and doing graphic design, and I'm currently living in residence as a Don, which is why I have these lovely cinder block walls in the background. I love to travel and I dream of traveling more, and I love to make new friends, so that's a bit about me. Let's jump right into these questions. So first, Reese asks, what is your ideal job? I've spent a lot of time recently thinking about this and worrying about this, but the conclusion that I've come to is that my ideal job is one where I can work for myself. I feel like maybe that's cliche and like a lot of people want to do this too, but I just would love to be an entrepreneur and run my own business. Right now, I think that what I would love to do is create my own like freelance service where I do photography, videography, and design for bloggers and YouTubers. So if you know any bloggers or YouTubers that are looking for a photographer or video editor or anything like that, hit me up because that is the exact work that I would love to do. Richard asks, how do you go about planning your vlogs ahead of time? That's a really good question, Richard, because sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't. And I think that kind of dictates the quality of the vlog to a certain degree. Sometimes in the morning I'll just think ahead of like, what am I going to be doing today? What has been on my mind lately? And I think that the best vlogs come from a combination of like, here's what I'm doing today. And also like, here's something to think about. So in a recent vlog, I talked about like my thoughts on routines and how I feel about getting back into a routine. And then I also just showed my day of trying to get back into a routine of school. So I think that's like a good formula for a vlog. So yeah, I generally just think about what am I going to be doing today, what's been on my mind lately, and how can I combine those two things to have some sort of cohesive story. Argier asks, how did you get used to talking to the camera for vlogging and making videos? So I've been making videos for a long time, like an embarrassingly long time. I kind of started out on YouTube when I was like 11, and a lot of those videos are not online anymore because I cycled through like creating a new channel because I wanted a new username and then deleting it and then creating again. And I kind of wish that I wouldn't have done that because it'd be funny to look back at some of those old videos. But nonetheless, I have been making videos and talking to a camera for a very long time. I've definitely become more comfortable with it, especially like vlogging in public, but I don't really remember a time where I felt uncomfortable like sitting down and talking to a camera. I still do if there's people around. Like if there's someone just sitting in the room, I feel a bit more weird about it, but like when I'm alone, I'm very comfortable just sitting down and start talking to a camera. That might come from my tendency to talk to myself, even when a camera isn't running. So I don't know. The only advice that I can really give you is just keep doing it. As with anything, if you want to become better at it, practice is the only solution. Just every day, talk to the camera, and if you feel like it's really awkward, you don't have to upload it. Just keep practicing and eventually you'll become comfortable enough and it'll be great. Victoria asks, how did you get to where you are today? How are you working towards your future goals, and what are your future goals? Awesome question, Victoria. Thank you. How did I get to where I am today? Well, I think kind of similar to the last question, just a lot of practice. I mean, where am I today? Well, I'm a student. I have around 1,400 subscribers on YouTube, and that's pretty much the extent of my internet following. I have always felt like I should be further along than where I am based on how long I've been doing it, but you can't get down on yourself. All you can do is keep working, keep hustling, and try and do what you love. But I would say the way that I've gotten to where I am today is just by making as many videos as I can and trying to stay positive and just creating every day. My future goals right now, there's a lot of them. I want to, like I mentioned earlier, kind of build up a freelance business where I can work for other online creators and create my own content online, of course. And how am I working towards that? Well, I make videos 5 times a week. I practice my editing pretty much every day because of that. And I'm trying to network more. I'm trying to reach out to other creators online and do collabs and go to YouTube events. I'm going to VidCon this summer, which I'm really, really excited about. So I think the way that I'm working towards my future goals is just getting at it every single day. Couple more questions from Victoria. What is your style staple and what is the class that you're enjoying the most right now? If you haven't noticed, I like to wear black and white stripes. That's pretty much what I wear all the time, and that has definitely become my style staple. Like about a year ago, I kind of realized I just love black and white stripes and wearing them. I don't know why, but I've kind of made my entire wardrobe just like black and white shirts and other monochromatic things. The class that I'm enjoying the most right now is actually probably my history class, my society in Europe during World War I and II. This isn't even my major, this is an elective, but the reason why I like it so much is because the prof is so passionate and she delivers the information in such a concise and easy to understand way, and I love it. There's nothing that I cannot stand more than a prof who rambles, doesn't seem to have a point, has no structure to the lecture. I'm just like, I'm tuning out at that point. But this prof, she just gives it to you straight. You know the facts, you know exactly what you have to know for the exam. So I really like that class, and it's super interesting. Couple questions from Kayla. Where are you from? Where do you live and go to school? What are you studying? What is your dream job? And what's your favorite thing that you've done or accomplished? Okay, I am from Canada. I live in Ontario. I'm going to school there as well. I'm studying English, but it's really media communications, and my official degree is English, rhetoric, media, and professional communications with a minor in peace and conflict studies, a minor in Mennonite studies, and a specialization in digital media studies. My dream job would be being an entrepreneur and doing creative work. And my favorite thing that I've done or accomplished, that's really hard to pick out. But I'd say right now, one of the coolest things that I've done is that I've seen every province of Canada, and I've driven through all of them. From Aubrey, coffee or tea? Also, can you convince Tim Hortons to open up shop in Texas? Well, I would love to get Tim Hortons down into your great state of Texas. I'm not sure they're going to listen to me. Especially because my answer to the coffee or tea question is neither. I feel kind of bad about this, but I'm just not a hot drinks person. There's like a couple things that I will drink. London Fog, chai lattes, and hot chocolate. None of those things are really coffee or tea. If you offered me like a coffee or a Pepsi, I'm 100p taking the Pepsi. Just don't really like hot drinks that much. Jillian asks, what is your favorite item in your film gear? Man, Jillian, you've thrown me a hardball on this one. Honestly, I would probably have to say my Sony RX100. It's my point-and-shoot camera, my vlogging camera, but it's all around just awesome. I'm actually filming it on it today. Really, I could be filming this kind of sit-down video on my Canon 80D, but I'm so happy with the quality of the Sony, and it's just so easy to set up, so small, so compact. It does everything that I want it to do. It's beautiful. I love the Canon 80D for photos and for more kind of professional settings of video. But yeah, Sony RX100 is definitely my favorite. And Madeline asked what my Myers-Briggs personality type is. That's a good question. I don't really know. You know what? I think I maybe wrote it down once. I'm apparently an ENFJ. I don't know what that means. The one thing I will say, I don't really believe in the Myers-Briggs personality type thing. I watched this Vox video once. It's basically made up. I'm going to link that video in the description below. You can make your decision for yourself. The one thing that I can tell you about my personality, though, is I'm a total extrovert. I think one of the E's in that stands for extrovert. I get lonely going to the bathroom. That's the kind of person I am. I constantly have to be talking. Why do you think I make videos when there's no one around? I just talk to the camera instead. So those are all the questions for today. Thank you guys so much. This was such a fun time. I loved making this. I've never been able to do a Q&A video before, but you guys delivered on the awesome Qs. Thank you so much. Hashtag K19 crew. Yeah, so thanks so much for introducing yourself. Thanks so much for sending in these awesome questions. I really, really appreciate it. And of course, keep them coming. If you have any more questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments below. I would love to answer them, and introduce yourselves as well so that we can get to know each other. If you want to see more of my stuff, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'd love to see you over there. P.S. If you look in the description, you might find a hint about how I would follow you back. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate the encouragement, and subscribe below if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of my daily vlogs or my videography, photography, and design videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I love you all and I hope you're following your dreams. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! This afternoon, Dan and Emily and I went to a coffee shop to work, which was pretty productive for them, but not as productive for me.